All right, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Today we are going to continue working with trains to continue to expand some of our networks that we have been working on up to this point. If you remember from last time, we did a little catch up on all the different technical issues that I had experienced and kind of gave you a summary of what had happened in the last couple of attempted recordings, but then didn't end up happening. We also built this really looking like it's been a pretty profitable line between Waterbury and Dayton. That is paying for itself. Luckily, it's doing well. So that's really going to help us out in the long run. Today, we're going to make a major jump forward in our main goals. As you can kind of see, we have money in the bank. We have $7 million. And that's the first time we've seen some real cash coming in that's going to be helpful for our cause. So we're going to shift our focus back north, and we're going to look at this line that we have in between Norfolk, Chicago, and Evansville, and we're actually going to link that up with Hartford and Detroit today, and then see what we can do with that in relation to goods and transporting people between these two loops that we have created over the last few episodes. So we are making a major jump forward in one of our primary goals of linking everyone together in passenger and in supply lines. So to begin, we have to look at this passenger line, okay, this one here, this red one, and we're looking to expand that over to Hartford. Right, so we've got Norfolk here. We've got a train line that I think, or a train position that I think was a good idea at the time, so that we can go into this canyon, through here, and then over to Hartford. From Hartford, we're going to move on, and we're going to link up at Detroit with everything that's going on over here. Okay, that way we can get passengers from Salt Lake City and St. Louis and Detroit and Mobile over to Hartford, Norfolk, Chicago, and Evansville. So, very excited time to be playing the game. So, let's go ahead and get started. To begin, we got to start generating the buzz in Hartford. So we're going to start with the bus line. And let's go ahead and build our train stop here so that we know where that bus is going to go. So if we want to go here through Hartford and then to Detroit, it needs to be on this side, and that'll be able to help us link up with the goods. We need to come in on the top side here, link up, because we also want to link up to Salt Lake City and the fuel that is being produced there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's build a medium street. Okay, and we're going to, again, kind of do the angle that we've done before. Let's try to see if we can straighten out this hillside just a little bit. Just so we can give ourselves some more... Ooh, okay. Give ourselves some more room. We can do that. That's really expensive. But we've got a nice flat... Oh, see, it's already building for me. Let's pause. Let's get our buildings in. Let's get our passenger line in, so we don't have to destroy any roads in the process. Let's get a good angle. It's gonna like that. We'll do that right there. Okay. We will then go ahead and build our bus stop right on the corner here. I want to be able to, and I'm going to go ahead and do it right away. I want to make sure that I can also have cargo coming in and out of this city, which is going to be crucial. So do that. And then we're going to modify the terminal to include cargo on both sides so that we kind of claim that territory right there so the AI won't build up around it. Okay, we got good coverage there. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and build out a bus network in Hartford so that it can start transporting people in preparation for the bus line, or sorry, the train line. So buses, we've got the bus stop right there. We're also going to build a bus stop over here. We're going to build a bus stop. Let's go right on this upper side here. Let's go up here. And then let's go down here. We don't want to interfere with that drop off, that truck drop off. Okay, so there's that. Let's build a new line. Bus, 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 bus. Back to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bus, Hartford. Wonderful. Make it green. Let's grab our buses. We're gonna stick with the Mac for now. It's not a huge need to upgrade that capacity yet. I haven't really seen a city yet that really needs more advanced buses than that, more capacity. So, all right, that's set up. So that'll start generating some traffic in the city, which is what will eventually feed this passenger line. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we're going to get to the train here. Here's the valley over here that we're looking for. So let's get out our contours map and make sure that we aim for that over there, right? And keep it as flat as possible. Already, this is sloped downwards. So let's go ahead and slope that upwards so that it's flat, and then we will, after that, allow for it to change. Wow, that is a terrible little hill there. Let's pause, get that out of the way. I know, I just messed up a whole distribution route. Let's get this train line through, and then we'll build our road afterwards. Okay, so get that. Then we'll build 93. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. Can we do anything else? We can try to build a tunnel. Let's try to build a tunnel. See what happened there. We need to go down further. Tunnel. Tunnel from the other side. Nope, too much. Okay, all right. We'll do a level crossing. That's not going to be level at all. All right, there we go. We'll fix that eventually. That'll be something that we can. Yeah, that looks terrible. We'll work on that at a later date. Okay, so contours. We got some hill here. We want to try to avoid this. So I think we want to try and cross over this road. This road's pretty all over the place, so I think we want to cross the road here, go over to this side, and then cross again to go into that section there. Okay, so let's shoot for that. Downward slope. Just keep it flat, keep it flat, keep it flat. Keeping it flat. And again, we're trying to maintain speed as well the entire time, so we're trying to keep it at 75 the whole time if we can. So you got to make sure you do some easy curves so that train can maintain its speed. All right, that's a pretty nasty hill. Let's see if we can kind of cut through it a little bit. I'm remaining paused so that my refund, if I need a refund, is a little bit higher. See, that's not going to work, so we got to go back. Refund, refund, refund. All right, we got to cut through this hill a little bit deeper. So that's a pretty, we got to go flat if we can. Good, excellent. That, and then we're going to want to allow downward slope. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to cross over here. Maintain that 75. And we're going to stay on the left-hand side of this road, all the way through the valley. Trying to, again, stay on that contour line, right at or above that darker contour line, the 100-meter one. Or I guess that's the 10-meter one. Going through the valley. Track isn't that expensive yet. You can kind of see we burned through about nearly $2 million since we started this project. Yay. All right, and now that we've kind of gone through one of the more difficult parts, I don't feel this is already pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer back up, or start the game back up so that we can get some cash flowing again. We're going to make a pretty sharp... We don't want to fishtail too much through this. So I do want to make a quick turn here to line us up more so with what's coming out of Norfolk. Okay, so let's then switch to the Norfolk side. Get us flat out of the station. It's only going to help us in the long run. And then we're going to try to line it up so that I can go a straight shot there. Okay, we're right there. And then we will take a straight shot there, maintaining 75 the entire time, $98,000. I'll take it. Awesome. $4.9 million there. Okay. So, new route. Okay, we can go from Norfolk all the way to Hartford. I mean, these valleys are just crazy. Like, again, I thought that would be a pretty straight shot, but I mean, it is. It's just without infinite money, I can't just cut through this mountain. So, now we're going to go from Hartford to Detroit. Okay, so let's kind of map this out a little bit. We got a lot of activity and traffic coming along this oil route here, and of course we have the food processing going on this northern half of Detroit. So we got to figure out a way to integrate this line in with the other lines. Okay, in with this line and this line, which is double tracked, without disrupting what's already there. So that's a bit of a challenge. So where would be the best spot? Honestly, I mean, this station here is going to get shifted to Detroit sooner rather than later. That's going to be part of a cleanup that's going to happen within the next couple of episodes as we start shifting to a more centralized goods shipment system that is less reliant on this direct stop coming that delivers the grain. So just so you know, in the future, this train station is going to move to here. It's going to be, we're going to clean that up significantly. Let's see. This road is also not great, but at this time, the road is not necessary. No, because there are other ways for you to get. So let's go ahead and start by bulldozing that road, because that'll be helpful. Oh, I didn't like it. What didn't you like? Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't like that because I disconnected. Oh, interesting. St. Louis doesn't have a route to get to Salt Lake. Yeah, you do. Go from here all the way to there. St. Louis to Salt Lake, disconnected. Salt Lake to Detroit, disconnected. Interesting. Is that not connected? Huh. Maybe it's too far or something. I don't know. We'll have to fix that. So let's... Well, I just want to get rid of it. Let's get rid of it first. Because that'll have a major negative impact on our city growth if all of a sudden two cities are disconnected that were once connected. So let's get a road and we'll reconnect them so that everyone feels happy. And actually, let's... Can we put it there? Let's try that. We'll put it over here. See if that'll appease them. So we're building a road that connects back up these two areas. And I'm really only doing this because I wanted that road out of the way for this rail building project. So I'm going to try and get it as far away from... Does that solve it? Yep. Great, no issues. Awesome. Okay, great. So let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to bring in this route, and we're going to bring it about here, and we're going to splice it this way, and we're going to splice it that way. And we're going to do it all at the same time because I do want these trains to be able to go either way pretty easily. Once we do that, we'll kind of look at and see if there's a better way for this train to kind of operate. We might be able to actually swing this in this way. Ooh, that'd be cool. Let's try that actually real quick. And then remove that line, and then I'll make it cleaner. Let's try that real quick. Yep, definitely can do that. Awesome. Didn't see this originally just because it wasn't double tracked yet. But if we do that, double track that, and then bring our signals back in, then we can delete this part, which we'll do right now. And then that way, the trains can all still get to where they need to go from the food service line. But there's actually a lot more room here. Now we'll splice closer to here, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and build the splice now. And what I mean by this splice is that I want a set of tracks to be able to go either way. So you kind of build like a little triangle of tracks. So you go that way. And how I do it is I like try to pick a dominant line, like what would be my primary line if I had to build it, and then I build a secondary line coming off of it. Okay, so there's that. So now this allows the train to go this way. There's not a double track there, so we need to go ahead and build to there as well. Okay, and then we're going to splice it this way too. Splice it into there. So now the train can go both ways. That will lead to a bottleneck eventually once we have enough trains going through here. So much so that I'm going to go ahead and just help solve that now. Do that. I don't think we have a need yet to double track it, especially since I do want to go ahead and I want to go ahead and spend money on trains today to make this work. I'm actually already changing this. Go, there's that instead. Still not double tracked. Interesting. Okay. There we go. Just double track that. And then this allows into a single track. Awesome. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, this is all just very unusual. I think it might be because of the elevation. Let's do that. Still nothing. Weird. Okay, that's fine. Get that there. There we go. Great. Okay, so now you can go both ways there, and you can go both ways that way. We're also no, we don't have to because it's up, the switch is up there. So let's put our signals in real quick. This is all a very confusing set. We want to make sure that this train waits for anything that's going on. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and connect up the cities. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're going to try to stay north of all of this oil production until we need to. There's a little hill there. I don't want to mess with that. Until we cross here, and then we'll go. Oh, geez. Okay, that's actually not that easy. If I come from this side, it might be a little bit easier to get to that side. Okay, so I'm shooting for, just north of the crude oil fields there. So, we're just going to swing it through here and then go straight. So, let's go ahead and build the track. Let's keep it flat. Thank you. All right, then we'll start going around. keep it as flat as possible. We are going to plow through this terrain. Keep it flat. Keep it 75. Excellent. Excellent. My objective would be to go north of this. So, and again, I keep saying north because of the way I look at the map whenever I'm analyzing things and figuring out what I want to do. This is the northern half of the map. Oh my gosh, that's a tunnel? Oh, it's still a tunnel. Alright, that's kind of cool. I like the look of that. Let's do it. Okay. Go through. Level crossing there. And then keep going. Sorry, so this is the northern half of the map. I would normally be looking at the map as if it's like this. So this is north. Yeah, so just helps me stay orientated. There is no actual directions in this game. It's all what you have decided. And the game changes to what you've decided. So regardless of the way that you turn the map, rotate the map, all the names, all the icons, everything will shift with you. So it never appears as if you're looking at the map upside down. All right, still going here. So let me tell you what is kind of in store for this line as well in the near future. Now that we have the line established, built, infrastructure for the most part up to par, we can now add, I want to add a third passenger train to service essentially the entire northern section of the map, right? So from St. Louis and Salt Lake and Detroit and Mobile, from St. Louis, Salt Lake, and Detroit to Hartford, Norfolk, Chicago, and Evansville will all be on the same line. And they'll have 3 trains that are running that line for passengers. Yeah, that's a lot. It can't happen successfully without double tracking the entire distance. Okay, that's just not going to happen. In addition, we're going to start shipping fuel through Salt Lake City to Detroit, but also to Norfolk and Chicago and Evansville. Okay, that is now going to be possible. We're also going to be shipping food from Detroit to Salt Lake City to Hartford, and that's it. Okay. Eventually, food will go other places as well, but that's the main thing. Okay. So these cities are all now linked together, which means that they can start sharing resources. We can start making some real money off of these systems. So that is very exciting news for us. Okay, so let's reorientate. So I have, can I do that yet? No, I can't do it yet. The only thing we're going to do with the lines this episode is we're going to extend the passenger line from Norfolk to Hartford and then also to Detroit. So it includes 2 more cities. So let's go ahead and take our train route. It's making $212,000 right now. It's going to make a lot more than that moving forward. We're going to manage the line. Norfolk, so it starts in Evansville, goes to Chicago, and it goes to Norfolk. Now we're going to have it go to Hartford, and then we're going to have it go to Detroit. And then from Detroit, it's going to come back. It's going to go to Hartford. Then it's going to go to Norfolk. Then it's going to go to Chicago, which we've already got linked in, and then it's going to go back to Evansville. Look at that. Look at that. Just zoom out a little bit and just take a gander at that line. Wow, there you go. That's what you want eventually. You want that. You want one solid line that is running all the cities. And that's really cool to see once you see it. So, I mean, we're gonna rename this because there's no way that we can get this to. So I mean, I don't even know how to. Let's go other to Detroit. Okay. So that, I mean, that one line is going to do that. That train is going to be hugely important now. Manage vehicles. Let's see what kind of train we have on this. Okay, we've got the 10-wheeler, which is fine. It's not very fast. It's not very powerful. Or I'm sorry, it worked for the time. It's not going to work for us anymore. We need something faster and stronger. Okay, so let's map out to see if we can get something bigger and faster in here. The Atlantic is pretty good train. It's a great train, actually. This one's going to increase its speed. Its flat out speed is still going to be 62, but the median's going to increase by 10. Let's look at the passenger wagons we have. We have these 6-axle, which max speed is 68. So if we go with the Makito, oh, that's slower. We don't want that. We want something fast here. Oh, wow. The Hiawatha cost me $11 million to buy and $2 million to maintain. Nope, not there yet. Not there. Let's look at multi. Do we have anything multi? Ooh. We have diesel. We have a diesel passenger multi-unit. Oh, these are cool. $7 million to buy, $1.2 million to maintain. Okay, we can't do that yet. But we can. We're going to shift to the Atlantic for this line. And we're going to add another wagon. That decreased our speed. Change that back. Yeah, I mean, we dropped just a little bit on the median speed if we add another wagon. That's just because of how much it weighs. Let's see here. Does this... Oh, no, those are just faster units. I don't want that, though. Okay, let's just allow this to go as is and allow that speed. Okay, let's go with that. Let's paint it red. Let's allow that train to service that line for a little bit, just to kind of see what the impact is on the finances. It is more expensive to run this train, but as you can see, it's making a lot of money for us because it's going to a new area. So Hartford, we already have people that want to go to different places. Let's see how much money this makes as it drops off at Hartford. Drop up to Hartford. Oh my gosh, no one wanted to get off. No one wanted to go to Hartford. Everyone wanted to go to Detroit. Actually, I don't know, because this line got changed when this was in motion, so they might want to be going back to Chicago, but they kind of got stuck on the rate now. So we're going to allow this. Let's pull this along, actually. Actually, let's do something we haven't done yet. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, that's a bit much. Let's not do that. Let's just follow along and see what the money is that we make from this. We're 1940, so we're going to start getting more and more new things coming up. Okay. So, again, Hope Springs Eternal, hopefully, will be making us a lot of money moving into the next. Here's our new line. I mean, this is kind of how it's going. We're going to our little. Oh, here's our split. We're going into Detroit now. This entire train setup right here needs to be modified. It needs to be reconfigured. Okay. All right. So most of those people just wanted to go back the other way. So we're not going to make a ton of money. This is actually going to take a minute to start recouping the losses that has occurred from just being on the route for a long time. So we're going to go back and see what happens next. Okay, we are in the fastest speed you can go. So just again, we have a lot of goods that we're going to be able to ship here pretty soon to and from throughout these cities. I mean, look, there's just so many people waiting together. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd buy another. I mean, I could buy another passenger line now for this line, but I can't because that means I would have to double track everything from Hartford, like everything along this. I'd have to double track it just to maintain the speed. So and the consistency. So let's see what happens when we go back to Hartford, because I'm hoping that at least some people will get off. We're nearly $1 million in the hole on that. Okay, about 39,000. Pick everyone up. I want you to see we're at 9 million. We're at 10 million now. I'm going to go ahead while I can, and I'm going to pay back a lot of the loan. I'm going to pay down to 7 million because I'm just confident now that we're going to be making that money back really quickly in preparation for the next episode. So, I mean, we just made 500,000, even though it dipped back down. But we just cut the debt in half. So that's a sharp turn there. That's okay. Going into Norfolk now, we should see a pretty significant amount of people jump off the train and switch back over. Still no. Okay. All those people have been waiting a long time to go to Chicago. So, oh man, that sucks. That's okay. It's okay. So again, there's lots of things that we can be doing. Let's pin that because I just want to see what happens financially. We also have the ability to start shipping oil back the other way, which is part of the kind of the operation is to bring fuel this way and then bring crude oil the opposite way, so that you can start really no trains will run empty, because you don't want that to happen, because that'll really kill your profits. So again, I just really want to see a big payday out of this train line. Okay, 350,000, about 30 people get off. All right, and then we're moving on to the next one. Okay. Okay, with that, that's going to be kind of where we are going to end right now. I want you to see we've already doubled back our money that we had spent paying down the loan. So we're back up near 6.57 million. We're going to follow this train into Evansville to end the episode. Next time, we're going to continue to work on this line. We're probably going to double track it. We're going to set up some of the consumer goods, some of the goods that need to travel between these cities. We're going to start making those happen so that we can start making big profits off that. So with that, I hope you have a great day. See you later.